I'm Tasha.
And I'm Tessa.
And today we're going to be making pancakes and muffins.
They're basically the same ingredients, but with muffins you bake them in the oven and pancakes you flip them on a griddle.
TNT Chef Safety Tip!
Chef TNT Safety Tip.
Before you preheat the oven, you want to make sure that your rack is in the right place because you don't want to handle it while it's hot. For most baking, the rack is going to be in the middle of the oven. Okay, so you want to preheat the oven to 375 degrees. When preparing your ingredients, the first thing you want to do is inspect your produce.
For example, these blueberries. You want to check if your blueberries are gushy or moldy. For example, this blueberry.
What you want to do is clean the berries, and a TT Chef tip is to not submerge the berries in water, but simply to sprinkle them with water. Because the second you submerge berries in water, you start the decaying process, and they can start to mold in up to 3 hours. But this way, they can stay fresh for 3 to 5 days. Afterwards, you need to dry them by simply taking your berries and putting them on a plate that has a paper towel over it. Once you've done that, you get 2 paper towels so that you make sure it's double layered, and you put it right on top of the berries, and very gently, you just kind of roll them around. Store the berries for some late night snacking. You just have to take another 2 sheets of paper towels, place them on, and then you're going to take a dry plate, and we just put it right over. It's just an easy way to transfer. And you're going to flip it, put it back down. Remove this. Now the blueberries are on a dry paper towel so that they will not mold.
Dusting the berries with some organic oat flour.
The purpose of dusting these berries is so that when you cook the muffins, the berries will stay suspended in them instead of all sinking to the bottom. Okay, so first we're going to start off with our dry ingredients, and the best way to start is always with the base, the flour. So what we're going to do is get 1 big cupful of flour. This recipe calls for 2 cups of flour, so we're going to take this, and with baking you really need to be exact, so we're going to pound it in there and scoop it. The next ingredient is going to be 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So we're going to take our tablespoon, and the good thing about baking powder that's really cool is that it comes with its own little scraper thing so that you can get the exact measurement. And then we're going to take our teaspoon and put just a little dash of salt. Once we have that all in there, we're going to take our whisk and mix it all together. And this helps with making the muffins really fluffy.
So we crack the egg and we bring out the beautiful yolk. You see, since we cut it out in the first third half, we don't have to. Anyways, second egg. Look, beautiful. First we have to whisk the egg because if we whisk later, it'll be too hard with the rest of the ingredients. Okay, and the next ingredient to put in is vanilla. Slowly, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so you gotta measure it out just like that. And just keep going, and oh, there's 2/3 cups of soy milk, and we put it on in. And then the next ingredient is 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. There we go, 1, 2. And the next ingredient is 1/3 cup of honey. So with honey, we
Chef tip: you should always spray your measuring container with cooking spray before putting something sticky in it like honey.
And then you press it up and the honey goes out. Okay, so let's get the honey. First, whisk. So mix everything together. Now And now we're going to mix the wet and dry ingredients.
One of the biggest mistakes in making muffins is people tend to overmix all of the ingredients together. So we're just going to really quickly and gently incorporate everything until the flour is moistened. So we mix it all together.
Looks good.
Yeah, it smells good.
I know.
And that should be about... Look at what the consistency should be like. It's thick and there's still a few little clumps in there. So Tessa is filling up the muffins, and one other big mistake people make is they overfill it and they forget that when the muffins are baking they're going to rise a lot.
It's important to fill your muffin tins up 2/3 of the way so they cook evenly.
To check if it's ready, you put the skewer into the middle of the muffin. You know this one's not done because there's still batter on the skewer. This one came out clean, so you know the muffin's ready. And it's time for the best part. So we're just going to cut this in half. This is our favorite way of eating them. Split it. Oh my god.
Look at that. That looks so
The
good.
blueberries. And then take a little bit of non-dairy butter because
This is a strictly non-dairy recipe.
stick it in
So in it.
and going for the kill.
Okay, wait, I'm really excited.
Ready? Oh, it's so good. And the honey. I'm feeling kind of own.